Hi, my name is Keith. Imagine a hospital that needs nurses, a construction company that cannot find trained workers, and a technology firm searching for engineers. At the same time, qualified people around the world are waiting years for legal opportunities to work and build a life in the United States. The problem is not that America has no immigration system. The problem is that our system does not consistently connect our country's needs with the abilities of the people asking to enter. Immigration affects more than politics. It affects the ability to afford the cost of healthcare, housing, food, and construction, technology, and many other services that every other person in the room depends on. The current legal immigration structure is complicated, limited, and not flexible to respond quickly enough to changing workforce needs. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in its 2026 employment projections overview, the healthcare and social assistance sector is expected to add roughly 2 million jobs for 2024 and 2034. The report also states that home health care and personal care aides are projected to add more jobs than any other detailed occupation. This is important because it shows that America needs more than doctors and engineers. The country also needs caregivers, technicians, tradespeople, and other essential workers. At the same time, U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services explains that family-sponsored and employment-based preferences, be it visas, are numerically limited. Qualified people may wait for years because the number of available visas does not always match the number of applicants or the needs of the labor market. The result is the system can be difficult for applicants and employers of American communities to understand. Immigration has major economic consequences. In the 2024 report of Congressional Budget Office explained, the increased immigration expands the labor force, increases economic output. This does not mean every immigration policy produces the same result. It does not mean that there are no costs or challenges. It does mean that immigration is connected to the size and strength of its workforce. The Congressional Research Service explained in its report, U.S. employment-based immigration policies, that points-based systems can select immigrants by using factors such as education, occupation, work experience, and language ability. However, it is noted that the system must not be able to change when the economy changes. A rigid point system could become outdated just like as the current process. There is also a fairness concern. If a merit is measured by its college degrees or high income, a system could overlook caregivers, electricians, welders, farm workers, truck drivers, entrepreneurs, and many other people who contribute to society. The United States should create a flexible, merit-based immigration pathway that works alongside family reunification and humanitarian protections. Under this approach, applicants could receive points for education, licensed trades, verified work experience, English ability, a valid job offer in a shortage occupation, entrepreneurship, a willingness to work in an underserved region. Most importantly, merit-based should not only mean having an advanced degree. The system should also update every year. An independent workforce commission could review information from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, employers, labor organizations, and state governments. Worker protection must also be part of the plan. Family reunification, asylum, and refugee admissions should remain separate legal pathways. A merit-based pathway should add a clearer economic route. It should not suggest that a person with a high score has no value without a high score. Critics may argue that a point-based system would favor applicants with the wealthy, young, or highly educated. That concern is valued if the system is poorly designed. A National Academics of Science, Engineering, and Medicine stated in its 2017 report that economic and fiscal consequences of immigration, that immigration's long-term impact in wages and employment of native-born workers overall is very small. Although the effects can differ among groups, the evidence supports careful reform instead of exaggerated claims that immigration will solve every problem or destroy every job. Now picture a balanced system that could look like A royal hospital identifies a shortage of nurses. A qualified applicant can clearly see the standard, submit verified credentials, receive a score, and enter through a predictable legal process. Now picture the alternative. Work shortages continue. Employers depend on confusing temporary programs. Fair immigration system should offer opportunity, protect workers, respect families, and serve a national interest at the same time. In conclusion, the United States should adopt a balance-based immigration system and a pathway that considers education, job skills, work experience, language ability, and national workforce needs while preserving family reunification and humanitarian protections. There are 3 steps we can take. First, learn the employment-based, family-based, refugee, asylum, temporary, and unauthorized immigration are different. Second, support a broad definition of merit-based and values college education. Finally, contract elected representatives and ask for a flexible points-based pathway. America has always been strengthened by the people willing to work, learn, build, and serve to belong. Thank you.